Welcome back to this glorious morning in Alma, Missouri. It is almost 9:15 in October. Now you might have noticed I've got some more corn. Just over 100,000 litres. And I'll tell you why, because we're driving away from, we'll call it the original farm, the farm you would normally start with. I realised, in fact, let's just look at the map, that I still own this, because you can't sell it, because it comes up, there's placeables here, even though there isn't. So you'd have to go around kind of destroying what the map maker did. So I just left it and built my farm up here, and I realised I still had this cornfield that was ready to harvest. And I thought, well, rather than sell it and gain quite a lot of money, I'll work the field. If I'm going to put the work in, then I kind of earn the right to benefit from it, right? That was my thinking. So off camera, I've been down there and I've harvested that field, and we've got another 100,000 litres of corn. So technically I now have 2 cornfields. So here's the plan. The plan moving forward is one cornfield, i.e. the one at our farm just ahead of us, is the one that we will do the dried corn with, of which we are definitely buying the corn dried today. And the corn I get from the field I've just done, we won't do. The premise being, corn that we dry, we can take to the popcorn factory and make popcorn with. Normal corn, we can take and make corn flour with, and that can then go on to make cornbread, which is what we want to do. So I kind of feel it works better to have the 2 cornfields for 2 different outgoings, two different producers. Producers, is that a word? Yeah, 2 different products. Here we are, arriving at the farm. So what I'm going to do at this time round, I'm going to dump this in to our silo here, and then we'll just kind of split it in half. Half can go to be dried, and the other half will go off at some point. And where's the thing that come in? Should do. Just check. Yes, and come on. I bet you I haven't got the right tip side back, that's why. Always forget to change it from tip side front to tip side back with these double ones. I wonder how many other people do that. I do it all the time. Anywho, corn going into our silo. As I said, we'll take half of what our total will be, and we'll take that to the corn dry once we've purchased it. Right. I need to turn around. Can't see. There we are. Yeah, I'm still not happy with the landscaping of this farm. Like, I like it and I don't. Like, it's unique and it gives it that more natural feel rather than just being all flat everywhere. But at the same time, it can be annoying. This tree, right, that one there to my right, that gets right in my way. Like now, when it comes to reversing, so I may change that. Now, speaking of changes, you'll notice we finished the last episode with quite a bit more money than we have now. I forget the amount, it's like 90 something. No, it's more than that. But we were over 100 something thousand, didn't we? I apologise, because it has been a minute since we recorded that last episode. But the reason being is because I have made a couple of changes, and I feel like I'm saying that at the beginning of every episode I do now. And I've made some changes, but I'm constantly making changes because I'm always improving, always moving forward, always improving. Right, let's leave that there. Let's turn it off. There we are, she's off. So let me show you what I've changed and why our money's gone down. First thing to notice is there's a few things here. So the fence that was running along here, I've removed that. It just was in the way, and it was kind of annoying. We've changed out the greenhouses that were here, the 3 that were here, to these. The reason being is because we're doing the tomatoes, which we're still doing, but the production was quite slow on how many tomatoes it was doing, and we need more than what those greenhouses could deliver. We weren't getting a lot. For an example, let me hop the fence. the amount of tomatoes that's in here, which is only 500 litres, is it? No, it says 15 pallets of tomatoes. That took from August till now to just do 15. Whereas these are faster because they're using the power of manure. So if we look in here, we can see that this will run 1,440 cycles per month, and each cycle will make 3.48 of tomatoes. So in other words, you can times that number by about 3.5, and that's roughly, so you're going to get 4 to 5 pallets per month per greenhouse. So what those other 3 greenhouses took August 2.5 months to do, these 3 would do that per month, because we've got the power of manure. And I'm thinking I had to buy the manure, so what I did, if we run up here, I added this manure buy point for now, which is a temporary. I didn't want to just spawn manure in, so I've paid for it from there on the premise that later, once we've got the cows up and running, we will get our manure from there, and then I will remove the manure buy point. So that's that change. And obviously I got half the money back from the original greenhouses and put these 3 in, and we decided to add in some orchards just for an extra income source. So we've got orchards on the go now as well. So we are at the moment, I could actually, I have. So I've got water, I've added seeds. It doesn't take a lot, like 4,000 seeds, 4,000 lime, 4,000 solid fertilizer. So I put that in. And we are now producing grapes and olives, which will spawn beside each one. I may set them just to auto sell, as just use it as an income source until such a time. Maybe later we might use the grapes for another further production. Olives we could take to the oil mill and do olive oil. Again, we've just got so much options in front of us. And the last change is this trailer. I've still got this trailer here, but I've added in this trailer, which I purchased, and this trailer is an auto load trailer, which just is going to make our life a lot easier now. The only thing is, I think this can only hold 16,000 litres at full capacity, and if we're going to end up with a lot more in tomatoes, I may have to come up with another solution. I mean, we've already got what does it say? Does it only say 500 litres? Is that it? I have to check how many per pallet comes out of these greenhouses. But yeah, we may have to lease something that can take a larger capacity if we're not wanting to manually one by one load them all onto a trailer. There are some other things like a lease that can do much larger capacities. So that's what's changed, which is why I can't remember the amount, but 20 to 30,000's been spent. However, we know the corn dry and we want to purchase it, and we did promise we're purchasing that today. We've still got the bales. There they are. You just see them over there in the distance, and I believe they're ready to be sold. Let's go check. If they are, we're going to go and sell them, and that will give us the... I think we worked out that the money we'll get for these bales is the money that will pay for the corn dry outright anyway. Let's just hop round here and be a bit cheeky. Actually, do you know what? I'm glad I came around it now. We were talking about grass last time, and I was explaining why it's so much better to plant your own grass, which is now on growth stage 2, which means next month, November, we can get a cut off this grass. This grass hasn't even started to grow back yet, and that's the difference. That's why. And you get a yield. So we're on 75% yield bonus, because this grass needs to be fertilized. Now, I could have gone over it with a grass roller at the point of, the same month that you cut the grass. If you go over it with a grass roller, it adds layer fertilization on for free, minus the cost of leasing a grass roller. Or if you own one, you're not paying out anything. But we're going to have to go over it with some fertilizer if we want to increase the yield, which basically means the higher your yield, the more grass you get for the same size land. So you're increasing your money. So it's 100% worth doing. Right, let's attach this onto here. Right here. Attach the cables. I should just want to check these bales are... It's only giving me the field info. I might just have to take the bales off for a second, because I want to just make sure Unload here, just so I can look at them. Just make sure. Yep, they're done. Cool. Let's reset. Operating position. Oh, not quite close enough. There we are. Just reverse a bit closer to them. Done. Right. We can go and sell these bales. Now, where am I selling them to? Where's giving us the best price for silage? So silage, the biogas plant. I don't normally like selling to biogas plant. I know it's an extra $5. I was going to say pounds. I'm in the UK, but I'm playing in America. So dollars. But I know there's only a limit to how much they will buy. And then once it's full, it's kind of full. And then sometimes bales could be a pain in the bum to load in, because some biogas plants they have to be lifted up over and in, and other times you can just drop them off in front of it. I'm thinking, just for the sake of being easier, I mean, I don't know, I haven't been there to have a look. It might be easy to load bales there. It might just be I dump them in front of it and it takes them. But it's a difference of $5. But then that's per 1,000, which actually probably makes a difference, because each bale is 25,000, so it's 5 times 25. Right, let's take a trip to the biogas plant, because it's literally that trailer's right in the way. It's right. I'm be cheeky and go down there. The biogas plant's just down the road. It's so close as well, and maybe it's not going to be as tricky as what I'm thinking to go and sell these. Oh, that reminds me, that field there to our right, the wheat, that's ready to be harvested. So that's another job that we'll be doing today. So plan of action: get these bales sold, load up our corn, go into town, buy the corn dryer, load the corn into the corn dryer. The other corn we'll leave into silo for now, because we will want to turn that into corn flour at some point, with an idea of making cornbread, but we need to buy some other productions to be able to do all that. We're going to need to buy the bakery and the flour mill, so there's 2 productions to buy. We're not financially ready to be buying more productions yet, so we're going to make our money from the corn dryer. We might just have to sell dried corn, because that is worth more than normal corn. We'll see if we can afford the popcorn factory. Right, now this is what I mean. Bales generally have to go in here. Now some of them you have to lift, the bales have to be lifted up. I'm going to try and go and kind of, actually no, as I unload I should better just plunk these in, because it's one of those, if I press unload bales and then lift these up over, this should work, right? Unload here. Well, our money's going up, so it's working, I think. Still going up. So we got paid 95,000, but there's 2 bales got stuck. Let's reset operating position. Let's see if I can get close enough to grab that second bale. This is what I mean. I'm not the biggest fan of selling bales at these bug. Oh, it fell in. I grabbed it back out. Right, that's cheeky. Right, unload here. It is taking it. The money's going up again. Is it going to take that one? It's not, is it? Right, operating position, unload, and unload here. There you go, we got it. Okay, we're done. Now next time we have bales, I won't take them here, just because until you've bought it, you don't know what its limit is. It probably is near full after that. I could be wrong, but anyway, we're up to 199,000, nearly 200,000. Did I lease anything? No, I didn't. This is mine. Right. This is a problem with the time that passes between me recording these episodes. I probably should keep notes, because you forget what you've been doing. Plus, you've got other saves and other maps and other things that you're doing. It's easy to lose track of. what you were last doing when you were on the map. So I probably should start keeping note of if I've rented things, things I've bought, things I've done. Okie dokie, so let's drop this off, get the truck back out, grab our corn, and then we can go and purchase the corn dryer. I'm going to just put this here for now, just beside the building. Just because I haven't decided where I'm sticking it. Just attach. Oh. There we go, it's just attached. Just switch that off. We're taking the lorry anyway. I do need to clean this. It's filthy. I'm going to drive round in a circle because I want to come out facing to leave the farm. And I only want to take half of what's in there. There we are. So we can drive through this way. And let's load up. Not the wheat, we want the corn. Right, so there's 303. So let's just take out 150,000, or as close to 150,000 as we can. Oh, there we are. It's 150,000. Cover back on. And now we get to drive into town. One of my favourite things to do is driving through town in this game. Well, in this game, in this map, driving through the town is something I always generally look forward to, because you spend the majority of your time at your farm, and so mostly all you see is your farm and your fields and your equipment, and it's like it's a little treat when you get to come into town and you see all this detail, all this cool stuff, because it's not what you're just not around that on a day-to-day basis as you're playing the game. Oh, let me just pull over. Because with our plan to buy tomatoes, I want to know how much this production costs. Because if we're going to start, well, if we're starting to, oh, it's only 40,000. That could be happening sooner than we planned. Yeah, with us making more tomatoes, just let that car go past. It does make sense if we buy that production, and I guess. It does make sense that actually we could probably set the greenhouses to just then auto distribute directly to here. Then our job is to come here and pick up the ketchup. Is that the popcorn? I've got to have a look. I'm probably stopping traffic, but we're getting dry corn. This will be the next thing we do. 60. I mean, it's not. That's not impossible, is it? Even if you think we're going to be cutting the grass again next month, which means November we're cutting the grass, December we'll be selling the bales. That's another 100 grand. That 100 grand is enough to pay for the popcorn factory and the tomato sauce factory in one hit. That is pretty cool. Right, this is a big moment. We are buying our first official map production. We're going to buy and own this corn dryer. Let's hop out. Expensive. 100,000. So I know it's 100,000, but we will make that back. With the popcorn and dry corn that we can sell. It's 1 for 1. We're full up with propane. We are ready to go. So we need to make 100 grand on this before we turn a profit. Alright, let's dump our load in here. Look at that, 150,000 litres of corn, and we've barely made a dent in how much this corn dry. If that's 150,000, what's that? 300,000, 600,000, double again, 1.2 million. I reckon this can hold 1.5 million. I reckon. We are never going to get to that sort of capacity. Well, we might, but I'm not aiming to get to that capacity. Anywho, I'm going to get this back to the farm. That can start doing its thing and chugging away and making dry corn. We'll check on it next month and see how much it's done in a month. But we need to get back to the farm now, and our next job is to go and get that wheat. Alright, time to get this field done. Shouldn't take too long actually, it's not the biggest of fields, and we're using... Whoa. Enable straw swath. That one. We definitely want straw. There it is. Thought I was going to do it then. Yeah, we're going to be doing cows. We want all the straw we can get. Yeah, this isn't going to take us long at all. Not sure how much we're going to get off this field though. But I'm also not sure what am I doing with the wheat. Am I keeping it for chicken feed? I think I remember seeing somewhere on YouTube, it may have been Farmer Cop, did a video saying wheat, the most profitable thing you can do with wheat with regards to sell it as wheat, produce it into flour, is actually use it as feed for chickens, and selling the eggs is the most profitable thing by a mile that you can do with wheat. We'll have a look what we've got at the end and we'll make a decision on what we do, because I don't think we're going to need normal flour. We're doing corn flour, which we've got our corn for that anyway, so I'll either keep it for chicken feed and then any surplus after that I guess we can sell. I know the best time to sell is January, so we'll hold it till January anyway, and then we can make a decision then. But I'll get this field done and I'll bring you back in at the end. Alright, so we've got a decent amount off that field. I'm just going to transfer it into this trailer and then we'll go and stick it into the silo, and then we can pick up the straw, which is going to be needed for our cow operation, which I'm thinking got 18,923. Okay, just going to put that in the silo. Yeah, we want to really concentrate on gathering straw everywhere possible for now. I mean, you can always buy straw in, but why buy it in when you can get it as a waste product for free on your fields? Right, let's put that in there. So, wrong tab. Let's have a look here. So we've now got 20. What have we got? Yeah, we've got 23,000 litres of wheat, which if we wait till January, we're going to get 30,000. We've got corn, which is now being made into dried corn as we speak, which is going to have a higher value, but that's in the middle of processing. Tomatoes, we've only just started producing. Eggs, we haven't long started producing. Grapes and olives, we haven't long. So we're still early days. We are definitely still early days. So let's get that harvester off the field, get that put away. Then I'm going to grab the straw baler, which is there, and get that straw off the field. And then we'll see what straw we've got. And we can really think about when are we going to start to put cows in, because really it's the sooner the better. The faster we can get cows in, the faster we're producing our own manure. We're also producing slurry. We've got stuff to fertilise fields, so they're buying fertiliser, and we're producing milk. So yeah. Right, I'm going to get that harvester off the field and we will then sort out getting that straw. Right, let's get this unfolded. So it's quite easy to do this in cab view. You just basically follow your own trail, which I quite like to do. And I tend to play. I don't do everything out of cab, but I don't do enough in cab. I will be honest, because my field of perception is not as good as other people's. So things like reversing in and out of spaces, I have to do it out of cab. Plus, I like to see the world in which I'm playing in. There is that as well. This is a very restricted view. It's a much more realistic view because this is what a farmer would see, and I totally get that. But you know, this is a game, and I want to see it and I want to enjoy it. I might have took that too tight. But yeah, at times like this, when there's the opportunity to do something in cab, and you can see I've got the camera set, so as it bounces around, just like real life, it bounces me around. So that's something you can toggle on or off in the settings. So some people this might make you feel a bit meh, but it doesn't bother me at all. So yeah, I tend to, when I pick up straw, it's an opportunity to do this in cab. I quite like it. But see, there's little bits that I've missed. I will go out of cab and just tidy up at the end. Absolutely. I mean, and the other reason, it just popped in my head, is why I tend not to do everything in cab. It's if we're being very honest, the mirrors and positioning of mirrors are not adjustable as they would be in real life, and you can't actually, not a lot of the time, see what you actually need to be seeing. There are some mods where the mirrors are fantastic and they are adjustable and you can see what you need to see. But this isn't one of them, so it's another reason why sometimes you have to do out of cab, and you can't exactly like poke your head out the window like you would in real life and check things that way. So, but yeah, I think this looks quite cool doing it in cab like this. So I do tend to do this. Sometimes I'll cut grass, but things like harvesting, I love how harvesting looks in cab, but I couldn't do the whole field in cab. I'd miss bits. I wouldn't do straight lines, for example. So you can use ridge markers. That is something you can do in this game, and I've done that, and it actually works quite well. So there is the opportunity to do that. I guess it's like people that prefer to do realistic farming simulator. Let's see if we can tidy up. See if we can do all the tidying up without going out of cab. That'd be a little challenge. See, there's a bit over there we need to do. We need to tidy up this corner in front of me and then hop over there, and then we can see how many bales we've got. We've got a bale, oh, right by the water there. See, that's the thing, in cab I can't see when the bales are coming out, and now there's a bale right close to that water, whereas I probably would have manoeuvred myself slightly away from the water had I known that bale was about to pop out. It's little things like that. We'll go down this last slip down there, and then we'll go back out of cab and just tidy up. Oh, there's the train. It's quite regular, that train. It doesn't feel like long ago I just saw that. I saw it when I was harvesting. Some maps it feels like you wait forever for the train, but that one on Alma, it seems to be quite regular. Right, let's turn here. Perfect. And now we'll hop out of cab and just sort out that, if I can nudge that bale out of the way. We're not going to make another bale, I don't think. 86%. I'm going to try and just nudge it away from the water. There we are. At the same time, let's just pick up that last bit. Done. Right, let's switch that off. Oh, no, not the tractor. There we are. And then we want to unload the baler. Let's just push out the last bit. There we are. That bit stay there. It does that because there's enough room for it to fold, so. Got the lifter there. Can't remember how many bales we've already got. I'll find out in a minute when we pick those ones up. Let's go and put these back. Yeah. Room to spare. Right, let's get this off the tractor and let's take the cables off, detach the PTO. Oh no. There we go, that's off. Detach. There we go. I think my other tractor is still on the bale loader from when we did the silage bales, isn't it? Yeah, there we are. Cool. Let's swing around. Oh, I'm not attached. I genuinely thought I was still attached. Oh dear. What a buffoon. Right. Let's put this back on. Should have checked, shouldn't assume. So this field is, you know, it's not giving us an enormous amount of straw, and financially, would we make more money if I turned this into another grass field? Yes. There's no doubt in my mind. Grass silaging is extremely profitable. You know, you've got to wait once every 6 to 8 weeks. I forget for a week now. 6 to 8 weeks for a crop generally to grow, whereas grass is every other month. And if you've got seasons off, it's every other month for the entire year. Whereas grass is every other month you're cutting the grass, and you've seen you're getting on 100 grand. So, but you need your crops. We need the straw. There are other reasons why you have other types of fields. All right, let's get the straw in here, and then we'll do a stock count. Unload bales. Put it down here. And let's see what we got now. So square bale straw, 9,000 litres per bale, and we've got 35 9,000 litre bales. I think that's a good start if we're going to do cows. Let's train again. See what I'm saying about how regular that train is? I think if we're going to do cows, you're going to be using 2, 3, maybe 4 bales a month, depending how many cows you've got. And we've got like 30 something, so I reckon next month when we sell some stuff, we could be in a position to get some cows in here. Yeah, I think that could be a thing, and I don't see why not. We'll leave that there for now. So I will do some field prep off camera. You guys don't need to watch that. Ready to get the seed back into the field, and then I've got a feeling I want to check, because we know next month that grass is going to need cutting again, so we'll be definitely doing baling. But this is growth stage 6 of 6 foliage. Yeah, this will be ready to harvest next month as well. So next month we'll be doing our soybeans, and we should be a bit closer. We should have olives and grapes. We should have tomatoes. Let's see if we've got any spawning yet. No, it's 650 litres. So these are going to do 1,000 litres. That last one, the last greenhouses, we're doing 500 litres. So yeah, it takes a bit longer, but each pallet will be 1,000 litres. Each of those is 500. So yeah, we'll have tomatoes, we'll have olives, we'll have grapes. Eggs, I don't think we've got much right now. But again, this is going to start to ramp up as those chickens start to reproduce. But we have got eggs on the go. And if we check down here, chickens. So, yeah, we've got... Oh, yeah, we've doubled. We've gone from 100 chickens to 200. There's 0 months old. That means we've got 100 baby chickens. Reproduction, yeah, so they've just reproduced. So not next month, the month after, they'll reproduce again. So we're going to... Our egg production is going to ramp up again. So, yeah, we've got a lot going on. I'm thinking even November or December, we can think about getting some cows in. How exciting. Looking forward to that. There you go. That'll do for another episode of my Alma playthrough. I'll do some field prep off camera, and I will see you at the beginning of November. Take care, and I'll see you then.